CeeDee Lamb wasn't there for anything. They knew from the get-go. That was one of the first reports of guy plans to stay away until he gets his new contract that we had in the offseason. He stuck to it the whole time. He was disciplined the whole time. He didn't show up for anything. Offseason, mandatory minicamp, and then training camp rolls around. He doesn't show up, and now he's there, and off we go. He's got his contract. Here he is on the process and the long wait of finally getting the contract that he'd been trying to get.
And it was near the end, quite honestly. Now that we got it done, I can tell y'all. So it was near the end. I was like, bro, listen, we just need to get this done. I'm ready to go be with my guys. I know we're missing out on so much time, like a month. Obviously, I'm training on my own. Granted, I can be prepared, but like timing, you can't teach that. You can't coach that. You can't rep. Like the only thing you can do is rep that. And obviously, avenues, bumps, and alleyways of getting open and scoring touchdowns. You got to see it to believe it.
Something, and the fans are saying it's all about the money. And you're telling us
it's really not. I promise you, it's not about the money. But obviously, it has a big part of continuing the situation. But man, I love playing football. When I get on the field, my performance is what makes the money. So if I get out there and show y'all what I can do, how much I love this sport, how much respect I can give to the sport by giving it my all, that'll answer all these questions.
You know, there's another detriment to this. Beyond not having the preparation that he would have had by being there for a normal camp, there's going to be a desire, an urgency, a passion to maybe overdo it. And maybe that's how you pop a hamstring, right? Uh-huh. I got to go extra hard. I got to make up for lost time. And it's going to be important for CeeDee Lamb and for the Cowboys to understand, no. We're not going to try to simulate as if you were here for the last month. We're not going to try to do too much. Don't go out there week one and feel like you have to be Superman. Just be who you were last year, or at least work toward being who you were last year, because when you're really not in peak shape and you try to will your body to do more than it's ready to do, that's when you start getting the soft tissue injuries, and that's one of the reasons why. And, you know, it sounds at times like coaches yelling at clouds, but Sims and I talked about this a few weeks ago regarding training camp holdouts. Jamal Anderson tears an ACL week 2 of the 1999 season, the year after he had that gigantic effort with the Falcons. And Dan Reeves, coach of the Falcons at the time, made, comment linking injury to holdout. And there are plenty of coaches who think that, even though there's no bright line connection. If CeeDee Lamb would get injured, I guarantee you people are going to just assume and declare that if he'd been there for all of training camp, this wouldn't have happened.
Sure, but, whose fault is that? Is that CeeDee Lamb's fault, or is it, the person who said, I'm not saying you're blaming him.
I agree. I'm just saying it's just another reason why let's set the deadline in time to let the guy get to camp.
Yes, 100%. Yes, we are in agreement on that, because that exactly, it helps set the player up for success. And, you listen and you look at CeeDee Lamb there, it's clear how much this, staying away, at least to me, staying away from everything that is, about the team and all that is kind of antithetical to everything that he has been taught about the game of football and everything he probably believes in when it comes to the game of football. When you have to stay away from your teammates, when you have to train on your own. We always call football the ultimate team game. It takes all 11 in order to do all the necessary things, in order to score points, in order to win ball games. And so when you're not with the team in that scenario and in that situation, it hurts. It's not right. It doesn't feel good. So, that's one thing to it. But to his credit, he listened to his agent, that he got good advice. And when you are, getting a contract that is just below the mark set by Justin Jefferson in terms of annual average value, like, that's good. So I think the fact that he listened to the advice that he got is a good thing, when it comes to the business of football. And that has just set him up better for the rest of his life than maybe, say, the 2024 season. And I'd also say to the Cowboys' credit, they are ramping him up over the course of this week. And I read out of Dallas yesterday that they had him participate in individual drills, but not much else, which is good because, again, he's not been with the team. And so you can't pretend like he's been with the team over the last month. You start getting his feet wet in the individuals, make sure he's fully integrated into all that stuff, increase it with 7-on-7, then team drills, and then he should be all right by the time week 1 versus Cleveland rolls around.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.